Hi folks, and welcome back to ToK today, and today we have a big lesson on AoK The Arts and ethics. Let's get into it. In this lesson we apply ethics to the arts, but this framework could be used to apply ethics to any of the areas of knowledge. We start off with a starter activity, which is the balloon game upcycled for ethics. You can find this in an earlier video, which I will leave in a card above. And now we get into the main lesson, which is group work, making presentations on one case study of ethical conflicts in art. And those presentations answer two questions. One, which is, what are the ethical issues raised by the production of this artistic knowledge? And secondly, is it possible to resolve either the artistic or the ethical issues raised by this case study? As always, the lesson link is available in the video description, and that's a free lesson. Let's have a look at the case studies. So first of all, we have there the instructions to each group on the questions and the presentation broken down into 4 topic headings with some sub-questions there just to scaffold those topic headings. So the first study is Marcel Duchamp's Fountain of 1917, and you'll see that for each case study there are a set of resources, basically a website or a video or two that I've suggested for the students. This makes their searching a lot faster. It shortcuts that part of the lesson, lets them get into the ToK without having to worry too much about the searching for information. The next case study is Dropping a Han Dynasty Urn by Ai Weiwei, in which he dropped a 2,000-year-old Chinese urn on the floor. The next case study, one of my favourites, which is My Bed by Tracy Emin. Let's see what the students make of that. The next case study, one which has been increasingly popular with ToK students in recent years, which is Piss Christ by Andres Serrano. The next case study is one that was introduced to me by a ToK student in a presentation about 10 years ago, which is Helena, which is by Marco Everest. If you've never heard of this artwork, then I'd suggest looking it up. It's fascinating, if gruesome. With the next case study, I thought that we'd introduce some highly contemporary issues, even if the artwork is not contemporary, and that's the statue of Edward Colston by John Cassidy. Many people will know what happened to that statue. The final case study, continuing in the theme of some very contemporary issues, we have the Parthenon marbles, you might know them as the Elgin marbles, by Phidias. The students research those case studies and they produce a 4-slide presentation under the headings given earlier. And that should raise a lot of class discussion, and they should become familiarised with some of the issues which are raised from those case studies. Here are a few of the points which may arise. I won't read through them all, I'll just pick out a few interesting selective ones. I think that there's a lot of crossover with language A1 which can be drawn upon here, so I'd particularly point to denotation and connotation and authorial intent and the intentional fallacy. If your students are doing language and literature A1, they'll be looking at those in that course. You could also transfer that across to ToK, and obviously they may be aware of some of the contemporary debates going on around cultural appropriation. If you like this lesson or use this lesson or just enjoy this video, then a like, a subscription, a comment, a share is very much appreciated. All that's left for me to say is to stay artistic. Bye.